Rob Reiner is officially breaking one of his long-standing rules as a filmmaker, and fans have Stranger Things and Kate Bush to thank. The director, known for his staunch stance against sequels, has made a surprising exception for the cult classic. This is Spinal Tap, announcing that Spinal Tap II is on the way. Reiner credits the renewed cultural interest in 80s music, especially sparked by Stranger Things and the viral resurgence of Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill, as a major influence behind his decision. In a recent interview with The Guardian, Reiner explained that the idea of revisiting Spinal Tap had been floated many times over the years, but he always resisted. "I've never wanted to do a sequel to anything I've directed," he said. "But something changed. I saw how Stranger Things brought Kate Bush back into the spotlight, and I realized that the power of nostalgia, when handled with respect, can be electric." Reiner, who played fictional documentarian Marty DiBergi in the original 1984 film, noted that the younger generation's unexpected connection to 80s music and pop culture helped him envision a meaningful way to bring the band back. "It's not about doing a cash grab. It's about revisiting something that mattered and seeing how these characters fit into a new world," he said. The announcement of Spinal Tap has reignited enthusiasm among fans of the original, which followed a hilariously dysfunctional British rock band through a disastrous American tour. With its deadpan mockumentary style, the film became a cultural touchstone, and lines like "These go to 11" have since become part of the comedy lexicon. The original cast, including Michael McKean, David Street Hubbins, Christopher Guest, Megal Tufnell, and Harry Shearer, Derek Smalls, is set to return for the sequel, alongside Reiner reprising his role as DiBergi. Reiner admitted he had to be convinced not only by cultural trends but also by the cast themselves, who remained close over the years and occasionally reunited for live performances. "Those guys, Michael, Christopher, and Harry, they never stopped being Spinal Tap in some form," he said. "They kept the spirit alive, but now there's a whole new audience who might finally understand what we were doing back then." The influence of Stranger Things was particularly pivotal. The hit Netflix series brought 80s icons back into the spotlight, and Kate Bush's chart-topping resurgence decades after the original release of Running Up That Hill showed that nostalgia could transcend generations. Reiner saw it as a sign that now was the right time. "When millions of Gen Z kids start discovering Kate Bush because of a TV show, you realize that the music, and the emotion behind it, still connects," he explained. Reiner emphasized that Spinal Tap II won't just be a retread of old jokes. The sequel will explore what it means to age in the music industry and confront the absurdity of fame with a new lens. "These guys are older and not necessarily wiser," he teased. "But that's the fun of it. Where have they been all this time? What disasters have they caused in the meantime? We're going to find out." He also assured fans that the tone and style of the original would remain intact. "We're shooting it like the original, improvisational, documentary style, lots of dry humor. We're not turning it into some big studio comedy. It has to feel like Spinal Tap or it doesn't work." The project is already in development, with production slated to begin later this year. Reiner is co-writing the script with the original trio, ensuring that the spirit of collaboration and satire remains central. The sequel will also include cameos from real-life musicians and industry legends, blurring the lines between fiction and reality, just as the original film did. For Reiner, stepping back into the Spinal Tap universe is both a creative challenge and a nostalgic return. "I never thought I'd revisit something like this, but the world's changed," he said. "And honestly, these characters still make me laugh. That's the real reason I'm doing it, because it's still funny, and it still matters." With Spinal Tap EU on the horizon, the iconic band is ready to turn the amps up to 11 one more time. And this time with the backing of a whole new generation who just discovered how hard 80s rock can still hit.